Alright, hello everybody, my name is Father Nicholas and today we will be playing some of the circus. Again. See, I got the today part. Anyway, we have reached 50 subscribers, which is very nice to see. I am glad to see that this channel is growing. So, I don't know if you have seen the community post yet, but I have asked my audience, which is you, dear Anon, to post me suggestions on what I should do for the special. This isn't the special episode yet, but the next one will be, I can assure you. Anyway, we are up against a novice here with a Goliath comp, I think. And I have opened up by pulling the Jester, which is what you should pretty much always do if you see him, to prevent that Battle Ballad. And I think that the next thing to do is to just go for a stun on this leper here. Prevent him from acting, because Flagellant is gonna pass and now the leper is gonna pass too. Let's hope they're not smart enough to notice that putting him in position 2 will open a sniper shot up. And yes, I will be trying to surrender to him, but we will see how it goes. So, we are playing with HitSquad today, by the way, which is a fine team that I haven't played with yet. So today I'm remedying that. Basically, from what I could tell, the HitSquad is like a more sustainable version of something like a WD or Halo or whatever, because it has a flagellant. Like, wow. So I'm just gonna put the Jester to death's door here, and he's gonna be dead next round. Oh, that was a 68 hit chance. I guess the Ank of Life having some use there for once in an eternity. Well, this is going to suck. Ouch, as much as this Rain of Sorrows is gonna suck. I'm thinking that, you know what, no justice, 50-50, there we go. I failed at 60, but I'll take the 50-50. I think that this is the point where I should start to be dropping reclaims onto my team. Because if you let your backline die, like so with the Rain of Sorrows, then you're not gonna have a good time with the HitSquad. The entire point of the Flagellant being there is to make sure that the team doesn't die as much. So I'm gonna do just that. That should keep the Bounty Hunter relatively alive here for a while. And I've gotta say, I'm not sure I agree with Flagellant and Leper. They both want to be in the front, and Jester also wants to move in the front. So there goes the death blow. So much for the Ank of Life value. And yeah, this is a rather rough spot for my opponent here. Because what I can do is basically just ignore his Flagellant and never give him redeems. And kill off the rest of his team. Now, I think that what is important is to just... Well then, what I was gonna say is standard Flagellant, but I suppose the Ringmaster today had different plans. So it's gonna be another Hound's Harry, and what's the bleed chant? Bleed amount, I mean. 10 bleed, we're not taking enough, so that's good. I think that I can just go ahead and mark this leper. I'm doing that because I do believe that he is going to move forward here. And even if he isn't, sniper shot is definitely gonna be enough. So I feel that dropping a reclaim onto the arbalest here is gonna be the best move. My flagellant is bleeding down quite heavily, and that's a very nice crit. My flagellant is bleeding down quite heavily, but that's alright because I will have redeems and exsanguinate and all that shenanigans. I'm also impressed that the leper has 40 prod, but you know, can get up to 80 with this guy, so I'm glad that that's not the case. And the stun succeeds, which is very nice. And yeah, I think it's a pretty rough spot for my opponent here. No redeems. He doesn't guard here, surprisingly. Well, I suppose I'm just gonna kill your leper then, if you don't mind. So, even if I drop a reclaim on the bounty hunter, he's gonna be at the store still. So I'm just gonna heal him. No point in giving him extra stress with dropping to death's door, so yeah. You're not dropping yet, which is good. Though this does take away my damage, which sucks. Wait, you are taking enough. Huh. Surprisingly. So I could exsanguinate here, but I think that redeeming here is gonna be overall better. And well, I guess I'm just gonna finish him. I could have dropped characters, but I don't want to give the enemy flagellant any more healing than I need to. So it's gonna be another Rain of Sorrows. Yes, it is. And I think that now actually now let's stun the leper first, prevent their solemnity from coming through, or a Hugh, whatever he wanted to do. Now he can't. And that's also a bit of extra damage, which ensures that the sniper shot will do enough damage. Oh, my bounty hunter dodges. Very nice. So he's not affected yet. I think that sniper shot will do more than enough damage here with the crit, and that's a dead leper, basically. See, had I not kept my backline alive with all their claims, I think this match would have been much rougher for me. And speaking of reclaims, well, that's yeah, I think dropping a reclaim on the arbalest is gonna be a good idea now. She's taking some DOT, which is concerning, but I think that she should stay alive here. Unless, yeah, another. Oh, she dodges. That's very good, very good. The bounty hunter is fine. I hope the selfish doesn't do anything silly.
Self-preservation is paramount at any cost.
And I think that the reasonable play here is to just go for a pull onto the doggy here. I don't want to focus down the flagellant yet, because the Houndmaster is still gonna be quite a big threat when I get after all the flagellant shenanigans. So I'm just gonna leave him alive like that.
Set the stage for heroism.
And yeah, the arbalest is gonna go hopeless, which sucks, but you know, it doesn't have to be awful. So is she? Flagellant is dropping down to 0, so I think I'm just gonna heal him with a crit. I have minus 50% healing skills, so I don't want to suffer from that. I'm just gonna stun the Houndmaster here, prevent more Hounds Harries, more stuns. And yeah, I think that it's gonna be safe to drop another reclaim. Or is it? Yeah. Punish here is also a fine option. Yes, I'm doing post-match commentary because it was just easier for me to record this time, so there's that. And I think that my opponent here is in a really rough spot, because even if you get that off, I mean, I'm probably just gonna... It's quite a lot of DOT, but it's not enough. Yeah, I think that... Proclaiming you is gonna be quite good. And that's 4 HP only. I think that healing with the Crusader here, if I get a max roll, it's gonna be... yeah, I get a max roll, very nice. It's gonna keep her alive, just barely alive. So that's gonna be 1 HP left or so, I think. No, it's 3 HP, never mind. But that's a dead Houndmaster and a Bounty Hunter ready to just finish him, then and there. Get out of my way, he says, when she had already gotten out of his way. So, the question is to finish him or catch him here. I think finish him. I don't want to accidentally fail a death blow and then have him do lick wounds. And then have to do... oh. And here we go for a second fight, because the first one wasn't enough for my time, so I'm just gonna fight some more. It's against a veteran opponent with a stress team. No, it's kind of a mix of everything, it seems to me. DOT, damage, and stress. I go first, which is nice. And yeah, since you're not a novice, I'm not going to show you mercy. So I'm just gonna pull your antiquarian immediately, as you always should when you see her. Prevent those nasty rejuvenating vapors. And if you do not take cover here, I'm just gonna stun you. So now you have a choice on what you wanna do. And he picks the Highwayman, does he? Well, it is certainly what he does. So I'm just gonna go ahead and miss the stun, sadly. But I suppose such is the way of the Circus of the Butchers. It's gonna be another Hound's Harry, I presume. Yep. And in time it's gonna start to hurt quite a lot. I was hoping to get a punish here, and even if she regens it wouldn't be enough, but it misses as well. Now she just takes cover. I could shoot somebody, but I think that flaring here is gonna be better. And you know what's funny about that? I could have missed that. Yeah, I could have missed a flare. Yeah. It's kind of a running joke, but yeah, I've seen it happen, and it does suck when it does. When you miss a stealth character. So I think that I'm just going to go ahead and pull here. And prevent another... oh, not gonna go for the immediate take cover. Really? Well, I suppose it's gonna be a duelist defense, right? Right? No, it's gonna be a grape shot blast. It's gonna be a grape shot blast indeed. Well, I hope I get the stun this time, and yes I do. So now your antiquarian is basically screwed unless you guard her maybe. And even then, she is still pretty much screwed. So he's gonna go for another Hound's Harry. And that... should I? Yeah, I think we might as well just drop Reclaim. Bit of a preemptive Reclaim, but I think it's gonna be worth it, so I don't have to later. And yeah, what's that Helene gonna do? You up again? Yeah, she is. Now, I do hope that the sniper shot doesn't miss. She has steady dodge. What's the hit chances on that? 92. So it's almost guaranteed. But with all the death blow resistance, there is a chance that I think she might survive. So I'm just gonna finish her and take the kill. And it's gonna be really rough, so what do? They surrender. So, this is the third fight. Up against a darkest opponent. Very nice to see them. I don't see them very often when I record, so that's always nice. And it's gonna be a stress team. A pretty decent build stress team. Very tanky from what I can see. And they go first, which is unfortunate. I think that what I want to do is, I'm gonna pull the antiquarian as soon as I can, I think. But they do not take advantage of them going first, seems like. They're not gonna drop the immediate rejuvenating vapors, or are they? Nope, they're gonna guard the Crusader. Strange, but you know, it could work. So they haven't dropped the rejuvenation, have they? So I think that the most reasonable play here is gonna be to could punish the man-at-arms, but I think that pulling the antiquarian here is gonna be quite worth it, because even if she takes cover and whatever, at least she's not gonna heal everybody else, so that's always gonna be nice. So I think that what I'm gonna do here is just punish this man-at-arms, get the bleed hopefully, yes I do. And that man-at-arms is gonna start hurting. Even if she drops regen, it's not gonna be enough to outdo all those punishes I'm gonna inflict upon him. So they're gonna go Bulwark of Light here, as you probably should. And I think I'm just gonna Bulwark myself. The Zealous is going to hurt for quite a bit, so will the Launch, and Fast-Stirring Vapors might do 0 damage. They go with Tax and Trickery here, which is certainly weird, but it is what to go for. So I suppose I'm just gonna... I could flare, but I'm just gonna shoot the Grave Arbor. She doesn't have a lot of health, and that was certainly risky, but I think that if I shoot her again, and I get a crit or whatever, I think that it's gonna be worth it. Come on. Really? No stun? It was a 40. But I guess that the snuff works this time. And yeah, the Zealous would have hurt for even more, but I dropped the Bulwark, which is nice for me. So, I could pull somebody, but I think that dropping the Caltrops here is gonna be just fine. It has synergy with a Punish, which makes Rejuvenating Vapors, at least one of them, almost meaningless. Now, nobody's really hurting, so I think that I'm just gonna drop another Punish onto the MAA and fail the bleed. The 65 bleed, because of course. And what's it gonna be? I see them hovering over the Arbalest, and yeah, it's gonna be the Panic Dart on her. Unfortunate, but here's what they go for. So I'm just gonna shoot the Antiquarian here, make sure that she fears. And yeah, even though his backline is quite low on health, ooh, that's a very nice dodge. Even though his backline is very low on health, they still have regen, and if they do not manage their actions properly, like they did with the Grave Arbor, I think that, yeah, it's gonna be pretty rough for them. So I can see them saving their antiquarian action for last because they know that she's a really important character. So I'm just gonna preserve my Arbalist action here and drop a reclaim on her. Now that DOT isn't going to hurt nearly as much. And yeah, if they want my Arbalist to hurt, they're gonna have to drop Festering Vapors, which will mean that Sniper Shot into finish him. So they're gonna bellow here. That's gonna start sucking in in its own time. But what should I go for here? I think that, you know what? I think I'm gonna shoot the Grave Robber. Yeah, with a nice crit. Even if you drop Regent here, it's late for her. She's gonna have to suffer like what, a 50-50? So, come on, give it to me. 50-50, and there it goes. And with that Grave Robber gun, the MA is certainly starting to hurt. Even if you keep your Antiquarian alive, the MA is probably going to die soon. So there's that. And they surrender. Again.